Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of Sky Bees. Before we get into it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and also leave any comments here for me down in the comments below. In addition, check out the description where there's links to my Twitter, Twitch, and Discord. Twitch for live streams when they happen, Twitter for updates on these videos and live streams, and of course just Discord to hang out and chat with me and the community. So yeah, that's about it for those things. Let's get into what you actually came to see, which is some Sky Bees. And to start with, I want to show you a couple things I did off camera, just because they're not super interesting. I kind of sort of automated some of this stuff, not great, but I did get the acceleration cards, so these run pretty fast now, so it's not really a big deal. I could do better automation, but I'd prefer just to wait for Emmy, and then I can automate it through that, and that should be much better than trying to automate it the way we're doing it now. In addition to that, I got redstone bees running now, just to make sure we don't ever run out of redstone. Don't gotta worry about that. I also, how much honey? Oh, this is actually running through quite a bit of honey. How much honey does each of these require? Does it need 8,000 honey for each? I'm gonna let it tick over and see if it uses up 8,000. I can't tell. Maybe I just look at this. It's what, 1,500 each? Okay. Why there's two recipes, I don't know, because yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it's got two separate recipes, although they're pretty much the same thing. So I'm making enough of these to get, I figure a good start for our ME system is 4 16s. Or I think they're 16s. 16k or 14? What? I can't remember. Let me check that actually. At is it 16? Yeah, 16Ks. So we're making enough 1Ks to make it a 4Ks to make it a 16Ks. Luckily, other than the 1K, everything else just needs some calculation processors, which I should actually get on the go real quick. I guess I could show you guys how our little system has been working then. So we also probably need to get a silicon bee, because constantly just making silicon in this is not really efficient enough. Plus, I'm pretty much going completely away from these sieves. These, I haven't used them forever, and because I feel like they're not really the intended way to get resources, nor are they very efficient. And it takes a lot more manual labor than just throwing stuff. Or taking a bee, throwing a block down inside of our little apiary, and then letting it fly around and collect stuff. So yeah, the only one we currently have active is our redstone bee. I think we're 2 off of maxing out this beehive. Yeah. Or this is apiary, and then we'll need to put something bigger in there. So he's just spinning around and rubbing on his block. Need to get more redstone as well from, I'm going to use up the redstone in this chest first. And like I said, I kind of automated these, not super like a bunch, because what does annoy me is in past packs there's like an advanced version of this where you can just put everything in through one big pipe on one side and it'll automatically sort it into them, and like it will only let you put them in a way that's actual craftable. In this one, these are the basic ones, which are the ones that actually come in the Applied Energistics mod, and they have everything is sighted. So like this side, these sides are either input into this middle block or pull out of that. So to really automate it, I need a hopper on top and some kind of hopper or pipe on top and on bottom so that I can input the stuff. Which, I mean, we can do. It's just not super fun to sit and craft a bunch of hoppers to do this. Actually, one thing we could do is we could try out this gives me an excuse to use, where is it at? I mean, I don't have any more hoppers on. Okay. Need to make 2 chests. And then turn those into hoppers. That's not going to work. I mean, it will work, but it's going to be a pain. Just do this. And I think if I put one of these back in here, yes, it becomes an upper. Never used these before. I believe it will let me put into the bottom of a block, which would be ideal. So this should let me put into the bottom, which is the silicon one. This will put into the... Let's test this out. This should put into the bottom. And this should put into the top. I guess that upper doesn't work. I guess we're just gonna have to do the other way we could do it, which is to put a chest and then some... We got a trader. Saddle, brown mushroom, slim balls, enchanted golden apple. That's pretty good. Hey guys. Alright, so we need some cables. Some item cables. Item cables. That's the iron nuggets and brick stairs. Do we have any brick stairs left? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Okay. Do we have any clay at all? We have a bunch of porcelain clay, which doesn't help us. There's another brick. Guess it might be time to get a clay bee. That's marble. Stone. Do we really have no clay left? I feel like I made up a ton at some point. Well, let's just look at clay bees, because that should be the best way to do this. Is there no clay bee? Trying to see if there's a better way to do clay than just to... I guess the only way really to do it still is just dust. Which I think we have some dust. That's sand. Oh, maybe it's downstairs. I think we used the dust bee a bunch at some point. There's none there. Or did we use up all the dust? Nope, here it is. Alright. Do I have a barrel already? I don't have a barrel already set up down there. Okay. Quickly set up one of these barrels down there on our water pipe for our little thing. Alright. And that worked. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna do this, and then I'll bring you guys back, and we will get into maybe trying to do a little bit more automation while we work on our new on our enemy drives. All right, so yeah, be back in a minute. BRB. All right, guys, we're back. So I don't know if we have enough of them. I mean, we have quite a bit of them, but I did automate this. I got the pipes together to do this. I also, it's been annoying me because I keep having to smelt stuff up. The smelting factory is so slow. So I threw the energy and speed upgrades in that. That leaves us, I think we have, the compressing factory doesn't have any, and this doesn't have any, but the rest are. Which at some point we'll upgrade them. But once that gets too slow, then of course we'll upgrade them to the higher tiers. But again, not super important at the moment. Main focus right now is just getting our applied energistics system up and running, because as soon as we can store our stuff in there, everything will get easier. need redstone and quartz glass. Forgot what it needs to make the quartz glass. It's quartz dust and some glass. So let's get some glass. Got plenty of that. That's sugar, isn't it? Yeah, it's sugar. Okay. For a second, I was like, I need to figure out what this is, and then I remembered that it was sugar. Another quartz dust. 3 stacks of that. Should be more than enough to make enough. That should be, yeah, enough quartz glass, I hope. Alright, so redstone. Jeez, keep forgetting things. Use up this redstone first, since it's the stuff we're gonna have to store in our. What the hell is going on? What are you guys doing down here? Jesus. Making so many noises. That was a really weird noise. Alright, now let's get the last. This requires glowstone. Okay, so not redstone this time. Let's just store the redstone in here. Should be enough glowstone. Hopefully. I think I have glowstone B. I just need to set it up and I haven't ever. Which I should probably do, but I'll do that later. And then need some store. What? Okay, that sucks. Alright. Well, time for some more. Storage housings required. Has it gotta be vibrant quartz glass? All vibrant quartz glass, which is glowstone plus quartz glass. Shit. Take some of this glowstone right now and make a block. Because I'm assuming that we'll need that for the glowstone B. Just so I don't forget it. And then we will make 4 housing. Put that block in there just in case we need it. Alright. Got these. We need, what else do we need for this housing? Redstone, it's not a big deal. We got that in spades. And then these Certus quartz dust we're gonna have to enrich real quick. May or may not be enough. That's definitely enough. Okay. Now we just need to go make these over here. We start by unlocking this, putting that in there, and locking it. This, and that in there. And it should make us, we just need 4 of these. This machine is really slow though. And it's annoying because I think the speed upgrades are going to require some things. Like I think you need, the speed upgrades for that need liquid latex in this machine. And then you can craft them. It's a pain in the ass. So that's not probably going to happen anytime soon. I'm just going to complain about how slow it is constantly. At least blank patterns that don't need to be in here. What we're going to end up with eventually, if we need like a large quantity of, like if we get to a point where we need autocraft drives to have enough drive storage, which I don't think we are because I think a lot of our resources are going to get stored in drawers like this. When we get to that point though, we are going to have to 110% going to need some, what are they called? We're going to need multiple of these dissolution chambers. Because we're going to need one to make drives, housings, and one to make the actual drives. Or not drives, sorry. The storage components. There's 4, okay. I'll let it keep making because we're going to use them eventually, I'd imagine. I think we'll probably end up at least filling this with 64s. Okay. And that gives us some storage space. Did the power run out? Is that really more than this can handle? What the hell? I think that might have broken it. Is there just no power left? Is that machine up there sucking all the power? Probably. Or maybe this is just pulling so much that the cables can't supply. We really don't need any more of this. I think that's more than we'll use. Oh. Okay. Well, that's a good thing to note that we need to work on power storage. So we'll probably work on that after we get this machine set up and start putting stuff in it. That's definitely a next step. Hopefully this thing will start getting RF again. No, I may have to break the plug. It might be a plug issue. Is this thing fully recharged? Yeah, it is. Okay, these are all fully charged, and that's got nothing going on in it. Ah, it's online. Sweet. Okay, cool. And now we just fill up the machine. This is always the best bit. I'm not going to actually sit and fill up this machine on camera though, because this takes a long while to just empty all my chests. So we will cut in a sec. Well, no, I think we'll work on some other stuff and then we'll come back to, and I'll fill this off camera. Wow, we've already filled the types on one of these drives. Dang. It would be nice if we can just do this now. Ta-da. And break these because we don't need these anymore. Break these because we don't need them anymore. Break that because we don't need that anymore. And there we go. This I'm just gonna put over here so that it's kind of like that looks really dangerous. And then, like I said, I'll clean the rest of these chests up and make it look pretty later. For now, though, let's get power because we definitely are gonna need a better power source at this point. Literally, look at power, the mod. What is our next tier of these things? Because we're at hardened, I think, and then blazing requires these blaze crystals. We need to get some of these blaze crystals. So probably our next thing to do is get these energized rods up to blazing, and then the cables. The blazing cables, and then work on the power storage, the thermal generators. Seems a little backwards, but it is the way I think we should do it because these are going to make trying to get these crystals so much easier. Because I think right now this is going to take forever. Let's just grab some blaze rods and see, I guess. Can we just do it as a block? That might be more efficient. No, you cannot. Blaze rod. So it is definitely less power if you use a blaze rod as opposed to using it's like half as much power nearly. How many of these are we going to need to get energized blazing? Energized rods. 2 blazing capacitors, which is a large basic capacitor. Okay, so each one of these is going to need 1. One blazing capacitor recipe worth, which is 4 each. So there's the first one. 3 more, yeah. Okay, so this is how many blazing rods we need to make. This is going to take a while. Alright, we'll cut real quick, and I'll bring you guys back once we have these blazing rods all together, or the blazing crystals all together, and we can start working on crafting up the better rods. I think that'll probably be the last thing we get done this episode, but, you know. Yep. Be right back. Alright guys, we're back. So, sorry. I've been doing just a little bit of work getting ready to make these capacitors. Don't want to do that. You can't. Okay, so we need some more of these. We're just gonna need at least 1 more of those. Eight of those. This is for these things. We have those. We just need. What is that? Quartz. Do we have any quartz in here? We do not. I know we have it somewhere else over here. The reason I haven't put everything in the network at the moment is because we're currently having some very slight power issues, and I don't want to put everything in the network just for it all to be, for the network to turn off and be in the boat that I've been in before 1,000 times playing mod packs where the network locks away all my good stuff and I have to like literally start from scratch to get it back open, which can be very infuriating. Okay, there's all those. So these are the better energizing rods, which I feel like is like the first thing you should upgrade when you go to the next tier of the power stuff. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me on that, but it's just my opinion. Why are they storing nothing? Oh, they're slowly charging up. Okay, and the network is probably going to turn off in a second. Am I right? Yeah, it's about to turn off. Okay, so those are going to charge up. I'll quickly do 2 things. So let's use our hardened cables here, which I never did, which I should have. These are still running basic cables, which are like nothing. And the other thing we really need to do, and what I want to do for the last couple minutes of this episode, is get a better energy cell. Preferably a hardened one, but these will do as well if that's what we can get. Although these are pretty simple to make, so I'd imagine that we can get up to the next tier. This is just hardened capacitor. We're gonna need, what, 3 of these dielectric casings. We can probably still work on those even though we're not going to have great one thing I could do for the moment until we get this set up, because the problem right now is that that's sucking all our power, because we're actually only, so no matter how much we generate, because of the limits on that power cell, we're only getting 200 a tick, no matter what, which may have been what's limiting us most of the time, not the actual. Okay, so we need some more of these casings. Do we have the stuff to make them? I don't think I even put the stuff in there. I know I have some of the stuff. Where are iron bars? There's iron bars. I could have sworn I had some of the. Put that all in there. Make up some of these. 8 of those should be enough. I need some coal. Is there any coal in here, or did I leave the coal out? Okay, there's just the charcoal in there. Good. Alright, let's just get as much of a stack of this as I can. There you go. That's a full stack. Nice. Oh, oops. Forgot. You can't jump off that. Well, you can, but you can't. You can't make the landing to the. Oops, that's not what I wanted to look at. This. 8 of those should be fine. It's 4. Nice. 1, 2, basics. Too large of these capacitors. I didn't put this metal in the network. Yeah, this is annoying that I'm not putting it all in there, but I'm really nervous that we're just gonna. Ooh, we have the hardened capacitors already. Never mind. Oops. Okay. I'm just very conscious that at any moment the network could go out because of how little power we're putting in. So I don't want to put everything in there until we are ensured that this network is going to continue to function. Is that gonna? I don't know if that'll feed in, but I think it might. What's the Mac extract on these hardened energy cables? 5,000 FE a tick. Okay, so we're just waiting on this to fill up, so that should take a while. Well, it's filling up though. Let's see how this works. Now, this should fill pretty quickly now, because these should be able to almost fill up. It's not super fast, but it feels a little bit faster. And the network shouldn't go offline while it's doing that. At least I don't think it should. No, it's staying pretty stable, yeah. We seem okay. Did I ever put hardened cables behind here? I did, okay. Yeah, so the next thing is going to be upgrading these cables, which we don't have time for this today, so that's going to have to be a next time thing. In between episodes, I will get together the stuff for it, though. And I'll also get together all the chests and stuff, break those down, fill this network, probably build some more drives. Not that I really want to make more drives, because that's a really tedious process. And yeah, that's about it. So have a good day, guys, and goodbye.